Hey guys, it's Bad. I'm back again. It's been quite a while since I did a video. Been busy, been going through a lot, at work, and had an illness and whatnot, things that happen in life. But I have been going to my local comic book shops, and I've been kind of like reinventing myself as far as comic book collecting. Because I think I've been in kind of a rut with comics these days. Not really enjoying them like I used to. So I had to reevaluate basically what I was doing as far as collecting, and re-steer myself into the avenues of comic collecting that I enjoyed basically as a kid. And try to look at it that way. But what I ended up with is like, as far as with the newer books, I'm kind of slacking off of, unless it's like a special cover or something like that, something that really grabs my attention. As far as collecting runs, I don't see that in too many books. Maybe 2 or 3 books that I do collect the runs on, but other than that, it's just, it is what it is. But what I found myself more concentrating on now are dollar books. Dollar books, books that don't cost no more than maybe $3 at the most. And I've been looking specifically for newsstands. I know a lot of people don't really care about newsstand and direct in comics, but there is a difference. And if you ever go to your local comic book shop, you go through your comic book bins, you can actually see where, like, there might be, like, for instance, like Spider-Man, or I don't know what issue number. Let's say Spider-Man issue 295, okay? And you happen to come across that book in the collector's bin. 9 times out of 10, that book is going to be a direct edition. If it's like 3 or 4 of them in the stack, you might get one that's a newsstand very rarely. And there is a big difference in the latter years of, I would say, anything past 1990 on up is when you really start seeing the rarity of the newsstand books. And direct edition books that are collectible are the ones that are before 1984. So I still see people collecting, saying that a pre-1984 newsstand book is like more valuable than a direct, when in actuality it's the opposite. But I got a lot of books to go through, and I'm just going to show what I got. These are dollar books, and some of these books are $3 books. But that's basically what I've been doing lately, is going through the back issue bin and picking up specialized books, or books that really grab my interest. Like this one from the American Cancer Society. This is Spider-Man, Storm, and Cage. I saw this book one time before, but I didn't pick it up. But this time I couldn't pass it up. I found an official program for Wizard World, Chicago, 1998. Kingdom Come cover by Alex Ross, after Alex Toth, the illustrator who did all the illustrations for the Super Friends cartoon. And Alex Ross did the art style in the Super Friends style of art, which I was really intrigued by. Americomics, #1. This is an indie, back in the day, comic book company that didn't last very long. But whenever I see stuff like this, I always pick it up. This is issue #1 again, featuring the Shade. I found a Green Hornet, #1 from Now Comics, another indie that is no longer in existence, and it came with that Green Hornet hologram, if you can see it. And I went on eBay to see if the card was selling for anything, and I did come across one person was trying to sell it for $24 just for the card alone, and I got them both together. Clive Barker's Hyperkind #1. Picked up Flair issue #5. I like that cover because it kind of reminds me of Black Canary from the Justice League. Jim Shooter, once he left Valiant, he started up another company, Defiant. And it didn't last long, but this was one of the groups that he had made, the Good Guys. I think it might have went up to issue 3. I could be wrong, but it did. That company did not last long at all. And I kind of like when Jim Shooter was doing Valiant. It was different because it wasn't the art that was carrying the books. The storylines were actually super good. I picked up preview for Magic the Gathering, Path of the Planeswalker. See, gotta speed it up because I got quite a bit of books to go through. I don't know why. I mean, I always did like John Byrne's Superman. I thought that was the best Superman version ever. Only problem I had with this version of Superman was he was never Superboy. But other than that, I thought it was his Superman made more sense. He wasn't super duper powerful, all powerful, which made it so that he could be hurt more readily than what they got now. Now they done boosted his powers up even more. I mean, when you do that, you kind of make it so he can't. There's nobody for him to fight, nobody for him to engage with, because he's basically a god, and that's just too powerful for me. I'd rather have the more ground-based Superman whose strength is limited and whatnot. I started picking up these manga books. Manga is starting, I mean, well, it has been for a long time real popular, but it's really popular now. This is issue #2 of Nadesico. I can't say it. Excuse me if I pronounce it wrong. But I saw this. I got these in issue #3 out of the dollar bin. I was looking for issue #1, but apparently somebody got it. I don't know why they didn't just take all 3 of them. I mean, it was only for $1. Picked up another copy of 689 Superman in Action Comics. Basically the first appearance of Superman in a black Superman suit. Now these at my local comic shop, I paid $3 a piece for. Hulk #7, J. Scott Campbell. Extreme Carnage, issue #1 with Agony on the front. Civil War II, The Fallen, with redone Jack Kirby Incredible Hulk cover, and another copy of the Mr. Negative, The Avengers #7 variant cover. Some more variants that I picked up. These were all $1. All new Firefly #1. Black Widow, Mark Brooks cover, issue #9. Ghost Rider #1, the second print. I picked up 2 copies of that. Ghost Rider #2, Peach Momoko. Picked up another copy of that. Ghost Rider #2, the second print. Picked up 2 copies of that. Move this over so Now I'll move this back over there. Issue number 1, the third printing. John Walker, U.S. Agent number 5 variant. Moon Knight, issue number 10, the variant. I mean, I was surprised. This store had great books in the dollar bin. I just went crazy. Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, issue number 1, the second print. Picked up 2 copies of that. Red Goblin, Red Death, issue number 1. Picked the variant up of that. Venom, issue number 2 variant. Oh, come on. And issue number, no, this one I paid full price for at another store. This is the Venom number 15. I don't know how I got that mixed up in there. Okay. Now these books basically are cover buys that I paid $3 a piece for. This was a cool man thing for issue number 154 of Thunderbolts. I found the Son of Hulk, issue number 1. This book is hot right now. Number 104 limited series. Star Wars number 6. This book is hot right now. With the first appearance of I can't think of the name. Solo. It was supposed to be Han Solo's wife, but wasn't his wife or whatever. Injustice number 1. Gods Among Us Year 2. Picked those up for $1. Brightest Day, I picked up another copy of the first appearance of the White Canary. Never saw this book. I had to get it though, because it's adapted from the role-playing game from TSR called Dragon Strike, issue number 1. Picked up some Dr. Aphra, Ashley Whittaker covers, number 20, number 19, number 21. Sorry, it's out of order. Way out of order. Number 18. Picked up 2 copies of number 18. Anytime I see them for $1, I'll grab them. Star Wars The Last Jedi, issue number 1. Picked up another copy of Briggs Land. At one time, this book was kind of hot. I guess it was in production. I don't know what happened to it, but I just grabbed another copy. Gen 13, number 4, J. Scott Campbell cover. Gen 13, number 16. I picked up these Shanna the Sea Devil by Frank Cho from Marvel Knights, issue number 1 of 7, number 2 of 7, number 3 of 7, 4, 5, and 6. Number 7 wasn't there, of course. Picked up. I always pick this up wherever I see it, if I can get it for cheap. Superman, the Man of Steel, number 37, with a lot of the iterations of Batman, including Batman the animated series, Frank Miller's Batman, Kevin Nolan's Batman, Batman from the 1960s. Quite a bit of Batman in there. And the original Batman from, I think, I can't remember, 1940s, whatever. And I always pick this book up whenever I see it. I just love that cover. Jonah Hex number 53, the Tucci cover. All right, now some more. Now these are the newsstands that I got for $1. And I'm kind of picky about newsstands. They got to be in a pretty good condition. I mean, I don't really like getting them if they're ticked up or beat up. Kind of defeats the purpose for me. I don't know why this ring light doing that. Let me try this. Okay, there we go. Superman number 96. Power Pack number 42. Number 44. Wolverine number 54. X-Force number 5. Gru, Sergio Aragonese, Gru, number 71. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 3. Number 4. X-Men, number 22. RoboCop, number 23, the final issue. Marvel, RoboCop. Fool Killer, number 1. X-Men. Wow, what number is this? Number 49. Amazing X-Men, number 1. Now, with these, I do find these in the dollar bins. I do find the Age of Apocalypse books that ran. They do show up. The newsstands, for some reason, to me, they seem like they show up a lot. New Warriors, number 3. I paid $4 for these 2 books. And I find these are hard to find. Any funny books, they are hard to find. A lot of comic shops do not carry them because a lot of comic shops only ordered, if they did order them, maybe 1 or 2 copies because it was basically a kid's book. And most of them are sold like at your Barnes and Nobles or your other type of bookstores. And when I see them, I grab them. Especially if they're newsstands. Because I like to collect oddball stuff. That's Looney Tunes 112, I didn't say. And that's Looney Tunes number 124. Okay, the last batch of books. Thank you. These I paid, all these were $3. Wonder Woman 103. John Byrne's Wonder Woman. Adventures of Superman 588. Wonder Woman 104. Brian Boland cover for Wonder Woman 99. Issue 99. Detective Comics numbers 692. Batman 674. Batman 669. JLA number 100. JLA number 100 again. JLA Funeral for a Friend number 70. Wildcats number 3. Now, Wildcats, all independent comics from Image or whatever. It's hard as heck finding newsstands. I mean, Marvel, in my travels, in the circles that I go in, I find the Marvel books have the most newsstands in the back issue bins. Then come DC. But when it comes to the independents, oh my gosh, man, it's like pulling a nail out of a board or whatever. It's just it's hard. It's hard. It's hard finding them. And when you do find them, a lot of times they are beat up. I mean, and like I said, I like to get these type of books in a pretty good quality. But yeah, I think that's the only out of all these books, that's I think the only independent book that I got that is a newsstand in this batch that I picked up. X-Men number 55. Oh. X-Men 54. X-Men 46. I think it's 46. My vision. I'm getting old. 46 with the X-Babies. Return to X-Babies. Uncanny X-Men 315. Uncanny X-Men 294. X-Force number 78. Thor 464. Spectacular Spider-Man 228. Silver Surfer number 30. Silver Surfer number 12. The Nam number 51, Till Death Do Us Part. That's just a weird cover, kind of creepy, kind of reminds you of something from Tales from the Crypt or Ghost or whatever. Also like this one, issue number 36. The Incredible Hulk, number 29. Incredible Hulk 360. Fantastic Four, number 10. This is when the Image guys took over Marvel Comics for a bit. Jim Lee had the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four 338. Daredevil. Number 324. Daredevil 313. Daredevil 294 with Lee Weeks. When he was illustrating, Lee Weeks is a phenomenal artist. I loved his Daredevil. I just loved it. Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, number 1. I'm really proud of this one. Captain America. This is one of the later issue newsstands, because it has down at the bottom here, it lets you know that it's got Captain America written on the side. Those later issues, just before Marvel stopped doing newsstands, they had the name of the issue of the book. And some of the comic books that ran at that time had errors on it, because they had different names of different books on the UPC code. And if you can get a hold of them, man, you got something on your hands. And finally, Blaze number 1, Legacy of Blood, issue 104. And that's basically what I've been buying. I've been buying a lot of books that I haven't shown, but I figured I'd do a video real quick showing what I'm basically doing now as far as comic books. I'm trying to do something to bring back the fun for me as far as collecting. And this is something that I like to do. I like to chase down oddball books, newsstands, and early direct editions. And I hope everybody's been doing well. And I'm sorry it's been so long, but like I said, things come up and you just gotta roll with the punches. So thank y'all guys for watching this video. And hopefully I'll have another video popping up pretty soon. And Happy New Year. This is Bat signing off.